Alright. Alright, so where to start? Maybe I should have planned this out. But basically, I'm going to try to explain this the best that I can. So basically, we're going to start off with mods. Now, when you start playing Warframe, I know it can be overwhelming. The amount of stuff in this game can be overwhelming. Trust me, I know this. I've been playing the game since it came out.
Returned to nominal levels. Kanzu wanted me to pass along his deep appreciation for your efforts.
Oh my god, Lotus, please.
Operator, are you
Oh
enjoying
my
your
god,
viewing?
everybody wants to talk now. Everybody wants to talk now. Alright. Alright, so the first thing you want to do, I think you start on Earth. Alright, so yeah, when you start on Earth, keep completing missions. Like, just try to get get through with this planet, and then when you go to the next planet, try to go to the one that has the lower level, because if one of these other planets, let's say you go to Mars and it's at level 8, but then if you unlock Venus also, and Venus is level 3, yeah, this is level 4 or something, go to this one first. Go to the one that's lower level first. Don't go to the higher level one first, because you'll just get owned. You don't want to do that. So basically, just this is your star chart. This right here is your star chart. So basically, you want to work on completing as much of this as you possibly can. And when it starts to get difficult for you, basically try to run a mission like this, like a capture. Capture is the quickest mission you can do. Find one where you'll get mods and keep running it. But I don't think Earth is the best place to do that. Basically look up on YouTube or something, try to find a mission for you to grind for mods, because mods is literally the main thing with this game. You learn the mods, you're set. You're literally set. So let me go to one of my weapons right quick. Hold up, which one should I do? I guess I'll do the I guess I'll do the Soma. Where is it? There it is. I'll just do the Soma for now. Alright, so basically, here's what you want to do. Oh no, I got builds on all these. Yeah, I don't need magnetic to take all those off. Alright, so basically, here's what you do. Alright, so the first mod that you want to have on everything. Hold on, let me see if I hope I'm spelling this right. Damn, I ain't spelled right. Hold up. Alright, so basically, the first mod, the number one mod you want to have on all of your weapons is Serration. Serration is the top priority. That's the number one mod. Put Serration on. And then the second is Point Strike. Put Point Strike on. That'll give you crit chance. Alright, so we got damage and crit chance. And another one, which is easy to, it's relatively easy to get, which is, where is it at? Hold up. Split chamber. It gives you multi-shot, so that adds more damage to your weapon. Put that on. And, what's the next one? I'm trying to think. Oh, and, Vital Sense. Hold on, where is it? Shit. Alright, here it is. Vital Sense. Put that on too. Alright, so these are the top priority mods you want to have on all of your primaries. All of your primaries must have these 4 mods on first before anything else. Now, let's take it up a notch. Alright, so next after that is the elements. Now, when you're fighting Grineer, you want to have corrosive on, because corrosive, it does damage to no, not shields, armor. It melts armor. So the way you make corrosive is by adding electricity, and add toxic, and see, now it's corrosive. And it'll even pop up the 2 icons. In case you don't know, it'll say right here electric and toxic to make corrosive. And if it helps, just keep saying those 2 in your head, electric and toxic makes corrosive. Electric, toxic equals corrosive. Just keep saying in your head to kind of study it so you can get used to it. So basically, yeah, corrosive is what you use against Grineer. And then for For the corpus, I used to use magnetic, but now I would really like to use toxin or gas. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. To be honest, if you could just go with magnetic for the time being, but really with corpus, it just depends on the flag. It's really just about the frame when it comes to corpus. But if you was to ask me, I guess you could go with magnetic. So to make magnetic, all right. Why is it sorted out like this? Hold up. Rank. There we go. All right. So with magnetic, you want to put. Hold on. Where is it? All right. For magnetic, you want to put cold and electric on, and that makes magnetic. See, cold, electric equals magnetic. Magnetic, it takes down shields, and you know Corpus has shields, but they also have health. They don't have any armor. So if you don't want to use magnetic, because and then you know if you can even test this out for yourself, like in the simulation room, but you have to unlock that though. But the thing about that is also you could just run low level missions and test it out, but poison and fire makes gas. Alright, so poison fire makes gas. So you could also test this out against Corpus to see which one you like. If you like to take down the health, really probably gas will be better because taking down the health means you won't have to deal with the shield. So it's totally up. It's just totally up to what you want to do. Alright, so that's the elements that you'll be using mainly right there. And another one, this one is good for like going against like high level enemies. So oh dang, I took all the mods off. But basically for this one, hold up. Damn it, I messed up. But for this one is good against high level enemies. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did that. Put all these mods back on right quick. So for this one's good against high levels. But basically, you're gonna put poison and poison and cold. Viral, I would use this against high level Grineer. And here's how you would know if you would use viral. If the way you know if you use viral or not is if you have slash, like a lot of slash. If you have a lot of slash in your stat, then use viral, because viral literally depends off of your slash damage. So if you have high slash damage on a weapon, go ahead and add viral on there. You might as well, because viral will just burn their freaking health away. Like it'll literally just melt their health away if you do high amounts of slash and you have high amounts of viral on there. So basically that's how the modding works. Remember, serration, split chamber, vital sense, and point strike. Always have these four on first before anything else, and then you know combine two different elements, and then also you don't even have to just have these. You could also add these, the silver ones, the Narrowmon mods. You can add those two to add more elemental damage. And also another thing, instead of just doing that, also you could also go for other mods that have multi-shot, because multi-shot, that's also another thing you want to always go for. Like anything that has multi-shot on it, throw it on there. And I think these are the only two mods. These are the only two mods I know of that have multi-shot on them. So always go for multi-shot. That's your best bet to do the most amount of damage. And also, now let's go to upgrading mods. So you press square to like go to your mods. Like hover over the mods you want to upgrade and press square, or just like just you like hit whatever command takes you to the mods, and then select the mod and go up here to the top left where it says fusion. Hit that, and the more you upgrade it, the more endo is, you get this from running missions and breaking down mods, like junk mods. But the more you increase the rank, the more it's gonna cost to rank it up. So like when you rank it up, it'll increase the stat by like 15%. On serration, like literally the damage will go up the more you level it up. But when you level it up, the number for the capacity, like at the top right hand corner of the mod itself, will go up also, which means it'll take up more capacity when you equip it. So when you upgrade it all the way to max, which takes a lot of credits and endo, but once you do that, basically here's what you do. When you do that, it'll probably not let you put it on if it takes up too much space when you have these other mods upgraded too, because basically you can like go ahead and try to max out the smaller mods first and then try to upgrade serration as much as you can. You can throw a little bit of leveling into the serration, but when you get to the point where you can't really fit it on there, here's what you do. Hover over one of these slots, one of these mod slots. Well, no, you don't even have to do that. Just press R3. Press R3 to go to your actions menu. And when you do that, you will use this thing called an Orkin Catalyst. You get these from alerts and events. They happen like here and there. They don't, it's not rare if they happen. I mean, they do happen rarely, but not that rarely. If you stay on the game consistently, you'll run into one of these events like constantly. But basically, you put one of these on and it'll double the mod capacity right here in the top left. It'll double it. So like if you level this weapon up completely, you'll get 30 like capacity, which means you won't be able to fit that many mods on here that are leveled up. But if you throw one of those catalysts on, it'll double the capacity, which means you can add more mods on here. When you level them up, they'll take up more space. See, right now they're not taking up that much space. But let me show you an example. See, I got these leveled like all the way. All these are maxed out, and see how much it takes. It takes like 54 capacity overall. But like, you know, the stats will go up and all that. So basically just add a catalyst to your best weapons, and then also you'll eventually run out of space also when you do that. But basically here's where it gets a little complicated, but it's not that hard to understand. It's literally not that hard. You can even look up other videos to learn about how the modding works. But basically when it gets to the point where you run out of mod capacity, even when you add the catalyst, you'll also do this. Press the actions button and go to polarization. Now when you do this, when you add the symbol of the mod, like the whatever polarity icon is next to the capacity of the mod, like, you know, like the V or the line is Neramon and the V is like, you know, oh damn, I forgot what the V is, but yeah, whatever icon you see next to that polarity capacity on your mod, use that and it'll literally divide the capacity by 2. So when you do that, basically let's say you got like 14. Hold on, let me test that right quick. So basically this one is like 14, but you put that polarity on there, like if you put the formal on there for the same exact icon of this mod, it's gonna be minus down to 7. So you can add more mods on here, and you can add however much former you want. You can even double it sometimes, because there's mods later on down the line that cost so much polarity, like you have to double it sometimes. I personally have not done that yet because that's just too OP, and I'm not trying to overpower myself like that. But basically that's how the modding works. If this didn't help you with the modding, I will try to make another video to break it down in a more simple fashion to the best that I can. But I really hope that this helped with the modding part of the game. But basically, if you learn how the modding works, you are set. But now back to the well, now let's move on to the foundry. Now the foundry is another big part of this game. Absolutely, you must learn how the foundry works. If you learn how the foundry works, you're making progress. So basically, as you do all the missions on your star charts and get to the boss fights, it'll show a piece dropping for a Warframe. So when you do that mission with the boss and it drops a piece for the Warframe, it'll show resources. Now you'll probably look at these resources and be like, oh, I don't know where to get this stuff from. Well, here's how you do it. Here's how you know where you get it from. Basically, go to the planet that you have unlocked, And here's where you'll have to like work on unlocking other planets because you won't have all those resources all in this one planet. But basically go to the planet that you have unlocked or the planets that you have unlocked, press R3. You see this little icon down here, or just hover over it and look, see? It shows you all the resources that drop on this planet. And basically all the stuff, like the stuff that's like I don't really know if it's a way you can tell which ones drop more commonly because it doesn't really say, but this is how you can tell which ones drop where. Just hover over this little icon at the bottom right hand corner when you go to each planet, and I'll show you an example. See, it says ferrite, rubido, neurodes, and detonite ampules. Now ferrite, rubido, and neurodes and detonite. Now see, look, now here it says alloy plate, polymer bundle, circuits, and Feltrin samples. See, they literally, like a lot of the planets, they drop different stuff. Like, you know, they drop different resources. That's how you know where to go to grind for your resources that you need. And also another thing you can do is you can test it out and go to these different planets and try to grind for these in survival missions. Yeah, basically survival missions. I would recommend survival missions over anything else when it comes to grinding for resources. But you can also test it out where you will do the survival missions on these different planets to see where they drop more commonly, like the resources that you need. Just like, you know, test it out like that and then see which one is best for you to grind for that specific, you know, resource. And basically when you get all the resources required to craft this component, because each Warframe, it requires the blueprint and a chassis, a neuroptics, which is the helmet, and the systems, which is like, you know, the circuits of the Warframe. And the chassis is kind of like the chest piece, so, you know, kind of like the armor of the Warframe. But yeah, when you craft these three, and then once you do that, not all Warframes you can buy the blueprint from the shop, but the ones that you can buy from the shop, go ahead and just focus on those for the time being, because the ones that you can't buy from the shop, you shouldn't really be worried about those right now. But here's what you do. Alright, so let's say you went to a planet and is trying to grind for Excalibur. Go to Excalibur in the shop. Oh yeah, my bad, I ain't even. Alright, so you press triangle, then go to Warframes and press X over Warframes, then go to Excalibur, and then right here you can buy the blueprint for 35,000 credits. So when you buy the blueprint, you can see the little components right there required to craft them, and you need 1 organ cell. So once you craft all the pieces, they take 12 hours to craft each one of those pieces, and then once you craft all of them, it'll take 72 hours for the Warframe to craft. Now once you do that, then you claim the Warframe, and then boom, you can start using it. And I'm going to show y'all how to go ahead and mod out your Warframes. Now each Warframe works differently, so they're all not going to be modded out the same, but for now I'll just do Excalibur. So let me go ahead and show you how to mod out Excalibur right quick. Alright, so basically first thing you want to do is check the abilities, and the way you do that is go here, press R2. You can also like basically you would have to level them up to 30 to see all the abilities and how they work, but for now you can just look at the abilities and read what they say, and go over here to the right and look at the tips also, because the tips will help you. They will help you on how to use each Warframe. This is not what they had in the game at first, but please God, read these tips. They will help you, trust me. They will help you. And you can also look at the passive, because it's like, see, Excalibur does 10% increased damage and it attacks 10% faster when wielding swords. So see, whenever you're using a sword, he'll just do more damage and swing his sword faster. So you just gotta notice this type of stuff. It's a lot, but if you get the hang of it, trust me, you will fall for this game quick. So basically, like, you read what each one of these do, and you'll figure out that like some of them are connected with each other to have drastic, you know, effects against the enemies. So basically, you know, you just look through your moves, and then it'll show you like how much energy they use, how long they last when you add certain mods. So like basically there's like duration and efficiency, which is the amount of energy that it uses when you use the ability, and the radius is the range of the ability. And there's like more to it, than damage is power strength. Alright, so Go ahead and show you right quick. So ability duration, continuity, that's prime continuity. Don't worry about that. You'll have continuity if you're just started playing this game. Continuity is where you get your ability duration from. So if one of your moves has ability duration, check to see which move has it. Oh, excuse me. And you can also test these moves out to see how they work and read what they do to see what your playstyle will be for that Warframe. So basically this is ability duration, so when you add this you'll get more duration right here. See, it went up by 30. And then intensify, that's like the starter that's like the starter mod that you're going to use for your ability strength. So when you add ability strength, it'll add more strength to your abilities. And flow, this is a mod, this is a main mod that you'll want to have on like pretty much all of your frames. Not really all of them, but the wide majority of them, because there's like two or three of them, like they have like passives and all that that'll give energy to both themselves and their teammates. So you'll find out when you read the abilities. That's why it's important to read the abilities. So when you add flow, instead of having 150 energy, now I have 300 energy. And now the next one we're gonna add is streamline. Streamline, you get ability efficiency, and like I said, efficiency makes it where your ability costs less energy. See, it's at 17.5 right there. Oh my god, I took it off. Well, yeah, oh well, I took all of them off, but oh well. Look, now it costs 25, and then when we add streamline back, it only uses 18.75 energy. So yep, that's how that works. Make sure you always have streamline and flow on, so that way because if you have more energy, then you'll have efficiency on where it uses less energy, but you have more energy, so you'll be saving like a lot of energy. So basically you'll be doing damage with all this energy and using less energy. It's gonna play out so well. It'll really help you in the long run. Alright, so now this is something that you should have on also if you're first starting playing this game, which is vitality, which gives you health, and also have redirection on, which gives you shield. So basically this will help you from not dying, and I already showed y'all how to upgrade the mods, so you can also upgrade these so they won't be like this, of course, because these are maxed out, but as you level them up, they will improve over time, so that's always good. And now let's move over to the aura mods. These play such a big role when it comes to mod capacity and all that. So basically you can change the icon, but it's going to like automatically have an icon up there. If you're lucky, it'll be the one that you want for the frame, but if it's not the one you want for the frame, you can change it by using Forma, which because if it's already an icon up there, you can always change it with Forma. You can always change it. It doesn't have to stay like that forever. But when you add a mod up there, like let's go with the highest one. So still charge is the highest V icon for mods. So when you add it up there, it says 9 on still charge down at the bottom. When you add it there, it's going to give you 18 more polarity capacity. See, it just went up to 36. So when you do that, you can add more mods to your Warframe. So basically have just like look through all these, but these are like the three main mods right here: is continuity, streamline, and flow for beginner players. Those are the main ones that you need to have. There are other ones that you can work with, but this is just the basics. This is just like the beginner's guide. And also have redirection and vitality, which gives you health and shield. So I have those on too. Alright, so now this is kind of something that doesn't need to be put out there, but I'll put it out there anyways. The Orkan Reactor is what you use for Warframes, and the Orkan Catalyst is what you use for weapons. So that's it for the beginner's guide. I believe that's everything that you need to know about Warframe. When you first start playing this game, just keep doing your missions and your star charts. Unlock as much as you possibly can, and then once you get to that point where you start to struggle, you should have mods from the missions that you've been doing. If you don't, just just run kind of like try to find a mission where most people are running the mission, like a defense or something. Like just find a mission where you pay attention to the rewards you get, because if you get mods that aren't broken, keep running that mission so you can get good mods from it. Because broken mods, stay away from them. Broken mods are terrible. Now, if that's the only mod you have, stick them on your weapons for now. But once you get the full version of the mod that's not broken, take the broken mod off and equip the official mod that's not broken, because broken mods are absolute trash. They honestly don't make much of a difference, but if you have them, it's better than nothing. Equip those too. But basically, just do as many missions as possible in your star charts. Hell, if you have any friends that play this game, have them help you. They'll give you extra advice as you do that. So that should be it for this guide. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be put into this video. I think that just might be it. I guess I could tell you. I mean, you really don't have to worry about relics until later, but for now you just have to worry about the mods. I guess I can tell you about the weapons. I almost forgot about the weapons. Weapons. Such a big thing in this game is weapons. Now, the perfect beginner weapons for you in this game, I'm going to tell you right now, is the bolter as your primary. Go for the bolter as your primary. Literally buy the blueprint for this. Look, it doesn't take many resources to craft. You only got to be mastery rank 2 for it. Buy the blueprint for this and craft this ASAP. Now the secondary. I always had troubles with trying to find which secondary would be good as a beginner. But for the secondary, I'm going to go ahead and go with the kunais. The kunais, they have a decent amount of crit. Like, it's a decent amount of crit for a starter. It'll go up when you add point strike and all that. But you know, it's a good starter. So go for this. It doesn't take much. You know, it only takes five morphics and, you know, all that. Go for the kunai as your secondary. Go for the bolter as your primary. And it also only takes mastery rank 2 to get. And for your melee, you want to go ahead and go for, where is it? There it is. The Galatine. Now this only takes mastery rank 3. Doesn't even take any that many resources. It's so easy to make, and it's such a good melee to start with. Please go for this. The Galatine is your starter melee. Bolter is your starter primary, and the kunais is your starter secondary. Remember how I told you how you can tell which resources drops on which planet? You know, and that's why you also got to move through your star charts, unlock those planets to the best of your ability at the start. And if you're unable to, because if you get those mods from the mission and start upgrading them, you're set. You're set to go. And also, let me show you how to get endo from breaking down the mods. So basically, what you want to do is go to your duplicates and press on that mod that you want to sell. Press R2 and then press L1, so you'll still have one of those mods left. And dissolve, it'll show you how much endo you get from it when you dissolve all those mods. Never sell them. Do not sell your mods. Dissolve them, and dissolve the ones that you have duplicates of, and always keep one of those mods. Always keep one. Please God, do not sell all of them, because you could end up selling a mod that took you a little bit to get, and you just been grinding on this one mission so much that you just so happen to get that mod out of pure luck so many times, and you don't want to mess up and sell a rare mod. So yeah, that's how you get endo, and endo is what you use to upgrade your mods. So that should be it right there for the beginner's guide. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments if there's any additional information you need. I will make another video if you do need any other information. But I hope this helped out. Let me know if it did help in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the flip.